Hello everyone! I'm going to show you how to transform a common household knife, struggling to even slice a lemon and tearing through paper, into a razor-sharp kitchen tool that makes quick work of anything. You might think sharpening is a chore, but I'll reveal a simple, ingenious DIY method that makes it incredibly easy and effective. I'm starting with these two items, a turnbuckle and a small, round magnet. The turnbuckle is perfect because it has these threaded rods that we can adjust, giving us precision later on. I'm going to disassemble the turnbuckle. I'm marking the approximate center of the exposed rod on the turnbuckle. This spot is important because it's where we'll modify it to create the guiding element for our sharpener. I'll secure the turnbuckle firmly in a vise to ensure stability and safety while working. Using an angle grinder with a cutting disc, I'm carefully removing the marked section. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I have a small piece of wood here, roughly 22 centimeters long. I'm going to mark 2 points on it. These marks will guide where we drill our holes. Now, I'll drill 2 holes at these marked points. The holes need to be slightly larger than the threaded rods of the turnbuckle so they can slide through easily. I'll thread the modified turnbuckle with the straight rod through one of the holes in our wooden base. This will be the adjustable arm of our sharpening system. To securely fasten the tensioner, I'm using a popular DIY trick, applying baking soda around the base of the threaded rod and then securing it with super glue. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. Next, I'm taking a smaller wooden block. This is where we'll fix our sandpaper. I'm measuring and marking the center of one end, drawing diagonal lines to accurately find the center, which is where we'll drill to attach it to the guide rod. Using my drill, I'll make a hole right at the marked center. I'm repurposing a metal clothes hanger. I'm cutting a section of hanger wire to create a long piece of wire with a small hook. This piece of wire will serve as our guide rail. Now, I'll insert the straight end of the hanger wire into the hole we drilled in the small wooden block. I'll use super glue around the wire where it meets the wooden block to make sure it's completely rigid. This prevents any movement while sharpening. I have different grits of sandpaper here, 400 and 800 grit. I'm measuring the wooden block to cut the sandpaper to the correct size. I'll mark the sandpaper using the block and then cut out the pieces. I'll apply super glue to one side of the wooden block and carefully attach the finer 800 grit sandpaper. This finer grit will give us a polished, razor-sharp edge. On the opposite side, I'll apply more glue and attach the 400 grit sandpaper. This coarse grit is for initial sharpening. I will mark them to avoid confusion. Next, I'm taking the magnet and applying hot glue to the back of it. This magnet will be placed on the main wooden base to hold the knife securely in place while sharpening. I'll place the knife onto the magnet, which holds it perfectly. Then, I'll rest the guide rod against the knife blade. This setup automatically sets the precise sharpening angle. I'm using my phone's angle measuring app to show you how precise this setup is. It consistently holds the angle at around 20 degrees, which is ideal for most kitchen knives. I'll spray a little water on the 400 grit sandpaper. This helps keep the blade cool and clears away metal particles for more effective sharpening. I'm carefully sharpening the knife using the coarse 400 grit side. I apply consistent pressure, moving the blade across the sandpaper in smooth, even strokes, ensuring I hit the entire edge. After sanding with 400 grit sandpaper, I will move on to a finer 800 grit sandpaper. A little more water keeps it performing optimally. This finer grit refines the edge, preparing it for maximum sharpness. I'm continuing with the 800 grit, using light, even strokes. You can already see how the blade is starting to gleam, and I can feel the burr forming, indicating a truly sharp edge is being achieved. I will turn the knife over to sharpen the other side. I will sand sequentially from coarse sandpaper to fine sandpaper. After sharpening, it's essential to clean the blade thoroughly. To further enhance the sharpness and protect the blade, I'm applying a little WD-40. This helps to clean any remaining debris and gives the knife an extra slickness for cutting. A final wipe to remove excess lubricant and ensure a perfectly clean blade. Now for the moment of truth, the paper test. Watch how effortlessly the knife slices through the paper. It's incredibly sharp, like a hot knife through butter. Remember how dull it was at the beginning? Struggling with a lemon? Look at it now. This knife cuts through the lemon with such ease, leaving clean, thin slices. The transformation is complete. And finally, a potato. Peeling is usually a tedious task, but with this sharp edge, it's a breeze. Smooth, clean peels every time. A completely revitalized razor-sharp kitchen knife, all thanks to this simple DIY sharpening tool. This project proves that you don't need expensive equipment to get professional results. With just a few basic items, you can dramatically improve your knife's performance and make your kitchen tasks much more enjoyable. If you found this homemade knife sharpener helpful and inspiring, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below telling me what other everyday items you'd like to see transformed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fantastic DIY ideas and hacks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.